This is CBS.
Good morning. Welcome to Final Edition. If you could only see this.
Behind the cameras don't joke either.
The U.S. is awaiting clearance from Tehran for its two envoys to continue a mission to negotiate the release of 60 to 65 Americans being held hostage at the American embassy there. The envoys got as far as Istanbul, Turkey today before they were ordered to stay out of Iran. The U.S. continues to refuse to hand over the deposed Shah, who's being treated for cancer in a New York hospital, and the Ayatollah says, no way you're going to get the hostages until we get the Shah, and he won't talk to the envoy, and there you go. Little standoff, as we call it, I guess. Bolivia's self-proclaimed President Alberto Natusch announced today he will permit elections, but he refused to resign and turn power over to Congress. He did, however, suspend martial law and news censorship in La Paz. A general strike, which had been called by workers to protest Natusch's power grab last week, disintegrated after 6 days. Massachusetts Senator Edward Kennedy earlier, well, actually yesterday now, officially announced his candidacy for president. We got a phone call. Our receptionist got a phone call about something. Maybe there are others who wondered about this too. CBS did a documentary called Teddy, and it ran on Sunday night. It was originally scheduled to have run this evening, the one that's just finishing up now. But after that was scheduled, CBS found out that, yes, indeed, Ted Kennedy was going to make his official announcement and become a candidate on this day, November 7th. So if they'd run it tonight, then they would have been stuck with an equal time quandary for all the other presidential candidates. So they did not run it tonight. They ran it Sunday night. And that's what happened. And for those of you who might have missed it, we're sorry, but CBS felt the need to do that.
33 people called.
33 people called, wondering where it was. We're sorry that you missed it, but that's why they did it. They had a good reason for it.
Jaws.
Yeah. You shouldn't have been watching Jaws. You should have been watching Teddy.
There you are.
Jaws, by the way, won the ratings this week. Jaws was tied for either the second or first most watched show. No, it's the second most watched single television show on record.
Of all time?
Gone with the Wind was the only one that did that.
Is that right?
Even beat Howard Cosell on Monday Night Football?
It was on Sunday night. Oh, yes, overall. No, it had something like 80 million viewers.
That's pretty big.
And CBS finished second, a strong second.
Here.
Jaws was made ABC the winner going away, but CBS, I believe, actually had more shows in the top 10 again. 5 shows in the top 10.
They had 7 in the top 10 the 2 previous weeks.
But 5 has still got to be more than the others, because that leaves 5 to be split among the two.
Good job. Good.
We're talking plenty cold tonight when we're talking about the weather, gentlemen. Settle down now, settle down. We are going to cool off to something like 6 degrees tonight across the area. And then, because of clearing skies and diminishing winds, then the clouds are going to move back in with a chance of some occasional light snow for Thursday night, and for Friday, and temperatures are still going to stay on the cool side, and our outlook is for things to stay cold right through the weekend. Is there a warm-up in sight? Not that we know of yet. We'd sure like to see one come, but we better not count on one. Right now, it's mostly cold. Here's a closer look at our forecast. see that? Coldest night since April 6th. We hit 0 then. I don't know. It's possible some places up north might even hit 0 tonight.
I'll tell you something. I don't mind the cold. It's that snow and howling wind I don't like together.
Well, I don't like any of it, but if we only have to face 1 out of 3, okay, I'm done.
Well, and Charlie left, and let's look at the sports, folks. Not a heck of a lot going on. Bobby Lee has signed a contract with the Los Angeles Rams. Bud Grant says I got to play with the deck I got. Yeah, he's got a cold deck, as we say. And there were some scores on the pro side. Let's take a look at them. That's the sum and substance. Thank you for your kind attention. University of North Dakota is ranked 3rd in the NCAA Division II poll this week. And South Dakota State is still ranked in the 8th spot. I don't understand that. But then I don't understand a lot of things. Cut. Good night.
This is KXJB TV, Channel 4, Valley City, with studios and offices in Fargo.
America's space program has produced side benefits that not many of us are aware of. There's a family in Houston, Texas, for instance, that has been watching their child develop in near normal fashion thanks to a tiny spacesuit. The spacesuit enables the youngster to live in a germ-free environment, even while running about or climbing or clinging to his parents. The child's name is David, and he was born with a rare genetic deficiency that deprived him of the ability to fight off disease. Until the spacesuit was developed, for him, he had to live in isolation in a sterile chamber. Development of the spacesuit is an example of how one idea gives birth to another. Not every such progression is as dramatic as this, but in David's case, it's a reminder that we shouldn't overlook any opportunity to advance and progress and to communicate good ideas. Are you utilizing your good ideas? God bless you.
This completes KXJB TV's telecasting schedule for today. KXJB TV operates on Channel 4 with a visual power of 97.7 kilowatts and an aural power of 10 kilowatts by the authority of the Federal Communications Commission and is owned and operated by the North American Communications Corporation. KXJB TV studios are located at 4000 West Main Avenue in Fargo. Our transmitter is located 3 miles east of Galesburg, North Dakota. KXJB TV brings a minimum of 110 hours of television service each week to the Great Northwest. KXJB TV subscribes to the National Association of Broadcasters Code, which assures professional standards of good taste in programming. On behalf of the staff and management, I wish you a very pleasant good night.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud lives